Hatid sa inyo ng Daily Tribune at Radyo Bandido TV, ang Gising na! Ito ang omni-media program na mapapanood tuwing Lunes, Miyerkules at Biyernes sa Daily Tribune's official Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, at simulcast din tayo sa DZRJ 8:10 AM. Ako po si Kim Sancha.
Kaya naman mula alas 7:30 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga, ating pag-usapan at tayo ay magkukwentuhan tungkol sa mga trending entertainment news at inspiring lifestyle stories na mapalokal man at international. Ganyan ang buhay dito lang sa Gising na. At ako naman si Chick Balagtas.
Huwag ka naman madali. Huminga ka naman kasi. Ano ba? Hindi naman tayo nagmamadali dito.
Ito, hihinga na nga. Good morning mga ka-Tribune!
May mahabol ba sa'yo at kailangan mong gumano mag-deliver? Konting hinga naman po, Chirk. Ayan, kasi ano yun? Ayun, Chirk, pageant season ngayon. Actually, hanggang, katapusan ng July to August. So, meron pang natitirang dalawang local pageant competition dito sa atin. So, syempre, yung ating pinag-uusapan for the past few days, yung Binibining Pilipinas. So, ayan, alam mo yan, di ba? Then, yan, 40 candidates yan, and 58th edition na ng Binibining Pilipinas. At yan yung, syempre, yung most prestigious beauty pageant sa ating bansa. Ayun. So, ang una nilang activities, actually marami silang activities, pero yung inaabangan lagi dyan, yung press presentation. Oh, may alam ka ba kung ano yung press presentation?
Wala kasi hindi man ako
Hindi ka man what? Anong hindi ka man what?
Pang-beauty ko.
Hindi pa rin nyo, pero wala kang idea.
Trabaho mo yan, ikaw na magsabi.
Sobra ka naman talaga sa akin. No, kasi nag-press presentation yung mga binibini. So, that was last week. Yan. So, actually, from gising na, tumakbo ko doon eh. Kasi nga habol ko yung press presentation. So, during the press presentation, ayan yan, rumaramba yan ng nakadamit. Siyempre nakadamit. Naka-cocktail minsan mga dress. Yun yung mga sponsors. So, yun yung mga una nilang gagawin, yung mag-rarampa sila dyan. At saka, yung press presentation, siyempre, nandyan yung mga media. At kinakabahan yung mga ladies dyan, yung mga binibis kasi they're facing the media. And yun yung una nilang pagharap sa media, local and international media yan. So, nitong nakaraang press presentation ng Binibini, ayun nga, sabi ko nga sa'yo, rumapa mo sila na naka-dress. Ayun. Tapos,
Yung mga suot nila from sponsors.
Sponsor, oo. Yun. So, sponsor yung kanilang suot. Then, after no, nagpalit na sila ng kanilang swimsuit, yung kulay blue na yon. So, ayan, rumampa sila dyan.
Napanood ko nga yun yung post.
Oo, nandun ako eh. At saka, syempre, kailangan natin i-post yan. Hindi na i-post, kailangan ko yung i-cover kasi yan yung aking, apart from lifestyle, entertainment, ayan, yung ating kino-cover. So, actually, yung kakaiba ngayon, Chur, kasi normally yung press presentation ng Binibining Pilipinas, may ano yan eh, yung may platform, yung elevated. Ngayon hindi. Ano lang sila, yung diretso. So, medyo...
Hindi nagkagulo yung mga... Yung mga photographers, di ba?
Ay, actually, yun yung medyo kakaiba ngayon. Kasi yung photographer nasa dalawang side. Kasi nga, well, you have an option dun sa may back center kung gusto mo dun pumesto. Pero malayo. So, yung mga media ngayon, actually, nasa left and right. So, para siyang fashion show. Kaya masyadong malapit yung mga babae dun sa'yo. Eh, yung mga binibini kasi nga, rumarang pa sila doon.
Magaganda yung angulo niya kasi totokaan eh.
Oo, tsaka, medyo na-amaze ako, meron yung crane shot. Yung kami yung gumaganon. May ganun sila ngayon. Tapos, alam mo ba, nung pumasok ko dun sa venue, akala ko mali yung pinasukan kong venue. Akala ko, ibang venue. Parang napag-ganon ako kasi hindi ako sanay na gano'n yung setup. Napag-ganon talaga ako. Sabi ko, Chur, tama mo yung... Kasi baka ayoko pala kasi
gano'n, last year hindi gano'n.
Actually, hindi talaga gano'n. Nagulat ako na gano'n yung setup ng Binibining Pilipinas. Tapos, kaya ako ano yun, tama ba yung tagal ko, na kampante? Tama ba yun? Na at ease ako. Kasi, nakita ko dun sa video wall na Binibining Pilipinas pageant. Pero kung wala, yung lalabas talaga ako. Kasi parang, tama ba yung pinasukan kung event? Kasi ballroom yun eh. Kaya sabi ko, oh my God. Ayun. Tapos, ayun, nagsimula na silang rumampa, yung suit, yung swimsuit. So, syempre, may kanya-kanya ko mga...
May mga bet ka ba doon? May bet ka
Oo, may mga bet na. Alam na nila yon. Ayoko naman sabihin ko. Basta maging bias ako, yun. So, yun yung press presentation. So, yun nga, yung naka-swimsuit. At saka, ang alam ko dyan, at saka yung chismax dyan na daw pumipili sabi nila ha, dyan na daw ayan. Dyan na daw pumipili noong top 15.
Okay.
Diyan na pinipili, tapos i-announce daw yan dun sa...
Medyo conservative yung nila ngayon, swimsuit nila ngayon.
Oy, ano ka ba? This is Binibini. Huwag ka nga dyan.
Hindi, last year, medyo hindi naman.
Sige, ayan, panuorin mo nga. Ayan. Nakablue, di ba? Ako kumuha niyan actually. Nakita mo na medyo nasa side ako, di ba? Tapos ay nakita mo yung dun sa may bandang side doon. Doon nakaupo yung mga media. Actually, nakatayo ako dyan dun sa may bandang crane. Kaya medyo maganda yung, Actually, ayun yung, nila, intro nila. Tapos, lalabas yan. Lalabas yan. Paglalabas sila, isa-isa na silang rarampa dyan. Ayan, di ba nakita mo sa sahig lang? Kasi sabi ko nga sa'yo, normally, may elevated platform yan.
Pero maganda rin pag elevated na, at least, di ba? Hindi katulad ng ganyan na
Actually, kung
magkakapantay yung mga tao di ba?
May disadvantages yung mga ganyan. Pag bababa, syempre, yun nga, medyo sa view, yung tinatawag na sightline, siyempre, magkakaganon kayo. Unlike pag na-elevated, lahat
kita
kayo,
sila.
kita lahat.
Kita
diba?
siya, sila.
Kasi pero pag ganito kasi, yung view medyo, hindi naman parang, nabablock, pero for viewing purposes, medyo kakaiba siya. So, nakaano ka dyan, kung hindi ka nakaupo, pag nakatayo ka, kawawa ka kapag maliit. Kailangan mo matangkad kasi para makita mo yung mga binibinings. Ayan. So, pagkalabas sila dyan, isa-isa na silang ramampa dyan. Then, kanya-kanya silang, introduce na sila syempre while walking
ayun
Sino?
Herlin.
Si Hipon. Nakita mo talaga, nakita mo talaga si Herlin. Mabait na bata yan. Bata talaga, mabait na binibini actually yan. Si Herlin.
Ano mo naman.
Love na love ko yan actually. Ayan.
Ano ba height?
Hindi ko na maalala yung height niya. Huwag ka makalala, ma-interview natin siya sa susunod na araw. Then, pagkatapos ng press presentation, ayun, nung inaabangan namin, yung national costume, press presentation and fashion show na naganap noong Sabado. So, ayun, medyo pasabog yon. So, doon naman, ganun din. Parang pa sila ng mga, yung nakasuot yung mga costume. Ayun. Actually, pag-uusapan natin yan sa pagbabalik after ng ilang paalala kasi nandiyan yung ating guest at kakausapin natin sila about dyan sa costume. Kaya manatiling nakatutok dito lang sa Gising na. At muling nagbabalik ang Gising na. Siyempre, ang aking kasamang si Shirk ay narito na.
At hindi ako late ngayon.
Okay, sige. Ngayong araw ng Miyerkules, 5 kandidata pa rin ang makakapanayam natin. Yung mga kalahok sa 58th edition ng most prestigious pageant sa bansa, ang History, Legacy, and Beauty ng Binibining Pilipinas. Ikaw na yan.
Ang una natin makakausap, si Binibining number 14, Joanna Day ng Bulacan.
Good morning, Joanna. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning po.
Ayan. Magpakilala ka naman sa ating mga nakikinig at nanonood.
Yeah. Wow, pretty naman.
Hi po everyone.
Ayun, pinagtatabi ng ganyan.
Magandang araw po. I'm Joanna Day.
Hello.
Binibini number 14 from Bulacan.
Ayan. Grabe ka naman. Ang ganda-ganda mo naman. Super makeup ka talaga.
Yeah,
Anong oras ka bumangon para dyan? No, it's okay. Kung gusto mo talaga ganyan.
5 po.
Oh my God. Nasaan ka pala ngayon? Where are you at?
Nasa ano lang po ako, sa Araneta po.
Araneta area. Okay. Just like the other binibinis. O ayun, so kumusta ka naman from press presentation to national costume presentation?
Syempre po yung activities, it's exciting. Pero ngayon na medyo almost less than 2 weeks na lang before the coronation, nafe-feel na namin girls yung hindi na kami magkikita-kita, hindi na kami magkikita after the coronation, and it feels very real. Pero with the activities, I'm sure we're all excited to showcase kung ano yung pasarela namin, kung paano kami magsagot ng Q&A, and kung ano talaga yung training namin with our mentors.
I see. And,
Yes.
ayan, so July 31 na yung coronation. So, ano ka na ba? Prepared ka na ba? At ano yung title na gusto mo?
I think I'm prepared naman for it. The title that I wanted originally was Miss International.
Oo.
And
Okay.
then, after going through the pageant and going through the journey, I think people have been tagging me sa Intercon tsaka Miss Globe.
Okay.
So, may mga sides sila na hindi ako nakikita.
I see.
So, it's very interesting to hear from them and to see what their opinions are. Kasi parang, maybe I'm fit for that. Di ko lang pala alam. Di ko pa na-explore yung
Right.
possibility na yun.
Oo, kasi yung ganyan kasi may nakikita yung mga tao or mga supporters na pwede ka rin doon sa ganung title, parang ganon. So kaya kanila sinasabi or tinatag na ganun kasi like me,
Yes.
may nakikita ko sa iyo na ay pwede rin to sa ganitong title. So parang ganon. Ayan.
So, Miss Joanne, before joining this year's Binibining Pilipinas, sumali ka na ba sa ibang pageant competition or are you working?
Yes po, I have been joining pageants since I was in high school. So, nag-start po siya nung high school ako with Miss Silka, Bulacan, and then I joined the International.
Okay.
And then, just before the pandemic, I joined Jewel of the Philippines po. And I was supposed to represent our country sa Miss United Continents.
Oh, okay.
Kaso, nagkaroon ng pandemic, so it got postponed. And now we have a new representative. And I decided na to join Binibining Pilipinas.
Ayun. So first time mo sa Binibini.
Yes, it's my first time sa Binibini.
Ayan. So, kumusta naman ang iyong experience? Siyempre, iba yung Binibini, right?
Yes, super exciting and fulfilling. Parang it's really a dream come true. Kasi syempre we've been dreaming of this since I was in high school and now I'm here. So parang it's just surreal and it's an experience that I get to share with the other girls. So that's also like a nice feeling to have.
Right. And Joanna, so can you tell us your chosen advocacy? Is it something that you can relate with?
My chosen advocacy is related to my profession. So I'm an aspiring marine biologist.
Wow.
And I'm also, yes po.
Okay.
I'm also a scuba instructor in training.
I see.
So I have been teaching scuba diving in my university, University of the Philippines. And my advocacy I would like to focus on citizen science, wherein we're bringing information, researches, and involving people, the local people in the researches. Para syempre, we get to entice them to know more about their environment. Tsaka, sila rin parang, I'm interested in this. And may mga alam din sila na would be helpful for the researchers. So I think the collaboration is very important.
See.
So, hindi biro. Miss Joanne, hindi biro ang maging aspiring beauty queen. It involves everything like time,
Ano pa? Money.
effort, money. Paano mo hinahandle ang ganitong challenges?
Right.
Yeah, super talaga niya. Consuming all aspects. Pero syempre, kailangan mo mag-set ng goal for yourself. And before I joined Bini, I wanted to make sure that I was mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared for it. Kasi syempre, kailangan mong ibuhos yung lahat dito sa pageant na to. And also, with the help of my family and my friends, they've been very supportive in my journey. And lagi silang kasama pag meron kaming events, lagi silang nag-share, laging nandyan pag need ko ng help. So that has been very helpful too, to know that I have a strong team behind me who's rallying for me.
Right. And Joanna, of course, kakatapos lang nung national costume. At yan yung inabangan namin. So, can you tell us your costume, the story behind it, and who designed your national costume?
Yes po. So my national costume is designed by Sir June Samson Pugat. He grew up in Bulacan. And the costume is designed by the art of leaf weaving, which is known as puni. Ayan po. Yung puni, nagawa siya into making yung mga coconut leaves
coconut.
into different forms. Alam niyo po yung puso, tsaka yung palaspas.
Ay, alam po yun. I know that.
Yun po yung very common na ginagawa sa kanya. Pero other people don't know that you can make yan. Mga ibon, mga fish, butterflies, rose. You can make it into other forms. And it's a dying art in Bulacan. Kaya I wanted to showcase it para maraming makadiscover na uni is something from Bulacan and it's something we should be proud of.
Right. And Joanna, siguro naman hindi na ito mabigat, no?
Hindi po.
Oo, kasi yung iba kasi, alam mo naman, di ba? Sobrang ang lalaki. Right?
So, Miss Joanna.
At ano pala, Joanna, kapag walang kayong ganap sa binibini, ano yung ginagawa mo? Who is Joanna without training or rehearsal from binibini?
Wala pong stop yung training eh.
Sige. Nung hindi ka pa kayo nagtitraining, nung hindi pa kayo busy, ano yung me time mo? Ano yung ginagawa mo? Nasa bahay ka lang ba? Nanonood ka ba ng series? Yung mga ganyan, nagbabasa? Something like that.
Before, I was staying in Bulacan prior to the competition. So, mga a month ago lang po ako lumipat here in Araneta. And during that time, na pag wala kaming activities, I would hang out with my friends, have a conversation with them, parang mayroon akong outside world, out of pageantry. Tsaka sila rin merong sa akin, parang input na, this is what's happening in my life. This is how we want to support you. Tsaka it's a fresh perspective. Kasi usually nagkita talaga kami often. And it's always a nice conversation.
So, Miss Joanna, why should you be the next Binibining Pilipinas?
International or intercontinental?
Intercontinental.
Feeling ko naman po, lahat po kami deserving to get the title. Diba po, ang gagaling naman ng mga sisters ko.
Yes, kanya-kanya kayong sagot.
Diba po? But I think what would set me aside would be my passion and my love for my advocacy. Kasi a lot of people don't know that women can be part of the STEM and women can be professionals in terms of science, in the science field and in terms of science. So having that representation, I think na people would be inspired to take up more science courses, would take up more jobs in the science field, and of course to bring science to the locals talaga.
Yan. At this point, Joanna, if you want to say something to your supporters or loved ones, this is the time. Go ahead, please.
Hi po sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa akin sa Joanna Day and sa lahat ng mga Bulakenyos na laging nandyan para suportahan ako. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa inyong lahat. Ramdam na ramdam ko po yung love and support na pinapakita nyo since day one. And I see it all. I am very touched and I appreciate it all. Lalaban tayo ngayong July 31 and lalaban tayo syempre hanggang makaabot tayo sa coronation. Kasi gusto ko na we put up a good fight.
Right.
And I make you proud.
Thank you. And Joanna, ilang taong ka na pala?
Ano po, I'm 23 years old.
Ay, okay. Yun ang bata ka pa naman pala. So, pwede ka pa if ever.
Yeah.
So, try and try. Yes.
Yes po.
At Joanna, maraming salamat sa iyo and good luck.
good luck.
And sobrang na-appreciate kong nag-full makeup ka ngayong umaga para magmukha ka talagang fabulous sa aming show. Thank you so much. See you on Saturday.
Prepare siya, prepare.
Yan. Thank you.
Thank you, good
Yes
luck.
po. Thank you.
Bye. Ayan, at nakapanay natin si Joanna, Binibini 14. At sa ating pagbabalik, ang pangalawang binibining makakausap natin ay si Binibini 15, Nika May Bernardo, representing Giginto,
Giginto,
Bulacan.
Bulacan.
Kaya huwag kayong alis,
Ano?
magbabalik ang
Gising na. And we're back, mga katribu.
Grabe naman yung... Ayan, and we're back dito sa Ganyan ang Buhay. Siyempre, sa Ganyan ang... Ayan, Ganyan Buhay today. Sa Gising na. Nagkamali tuloy ako, kasalanan mo yan. Ikaw talaga. Anyway, just like what I promised before the break, narito na si Binibini 15, Nika. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning po.
Good morning!
Ayan.
Wow, ganda
At
naman.
kumusta ka naman? Pakilala ka na muna sa ating mga nakikinig at nanonood.
Yeah.
Ayun, syempre, good morning everyone. I am Nika May Bernardo, your Binibini 15, representing Giginto, Bulacan.
Oh, di ba? Yun yung ganun. Introduction parang pageant na, di ba?
Fresh from the higaan.
I don't mind kahit anong itsura. Kahit nakapangbahay kayo, okay lang. Actually, yun nga yung gusto
Pwede ka
namin.
pa rin.
Para yung makita ba ng mga nanonood natin na hindi na sila, ano
Walang
yun,
makeup,
ordinaryong tao
yeah.
din sila. They're just like, you know, just themselves, so something like that, diba? Yun yung, actually, yun nga yung gusto namin, yung makita kayong natural lang ba, alam mo yun?
Natural.
Ayan. Nika,
Fresh
syempre,
lang.
yep. Kumusta ka naman after the press presentation and the national costume presentation?
You know what? During the process talaga, I think it's more about the competition. Though there's still pressure kasi
Right.
it's still, you still have to be competitive eh. Kasi you're 40 girls and only 4
Right.
girls will be crowned. And syempre, ayaw din naman natin na makita nung mga supporters natin na hindi natin na-appreciate at hindi natin ginagawa yung best natin to, to circulate and to reciprocate the efforts that they're giving for us. It's just that siguro I'm still enjoying pa rin the moment. Siguro, parang siguro a week before, doon na tayo super talagang baka mas naramdaman ko na yung ano. Pero kasi up until now, I'm enjoying our process with my Binibini sisters talaga. And sobrang na-enjoy ko yun. Like, doon kami sa point na we are excited to see each other. We will be talking, having a conversation and hearing each other's stories.
Yan, very good ka dyan. Nag-enjoy ka. Tama yan. I-enjoy mo.
Yes.
Enjoy mo lang. At the same time, syempre, nagko-compete kayo. So, at least,
Yes.
enjoy mo lang.
Nandun pa rin naman
True.
yung ano.
And Nika, syempre, July 31st yung coronation. Ano yung title yung
Yes.
gusto mo?
Originally talaga, even prior joining Binibining Pilipinas, and nakikita ko yung mga dati nila, sinasabi nila na I'm for Miss International daw.
Oh, diba?
However, sabi ko naman, marami ding nagtatag sa akin at iba-iba, like Miss Glow, Miss Intercon. However, I believe naman that a true beauty queen is not selective on the
Right.
crown that
Right.
she will be putting on her head. Diba? Kasi each crown has different purpose, has different causes and advocacy
Yes.
to walk through. And I
True.
believe that if you're a true beauty queen, you would not be selective on the cause that you will be fighting for. So kahit ano naman dyan, as long as, di ba, if it's meant to be, it will definitely ibibigay sa atin ni God yung bagay na deserve natin.
Agree.
Yes.
Yeah. Opo. Before joining this year's Binibining Pilipinas, sumali ka ba sa ibang pageant or are you working?
Actually, I recently graduated BS in Tourism Management at Bulacan State University. So, I was studying before joining Binibining Pilipinas. And yeah, I'm joining pageants. I started when I was in elementary, Miss Bulacan Private School Association. And that was also my first title. That's why siguro na-boost din yung confidence ko to push through joining pageants like Miss Bulacan 2018, Binibining Bulacan. And I joined Miss Philippine Islands last 2018 then. So yun, parang medyo naging ko na din yung pageant, maging buhay ko na siya. And why not, 'di ba? Ngayon this is our time to join Binibining Pilipinas na.
Okay. And Nika, can you tell us your chosen advocacy? Is it something that you can relate with?
Yeah, of course. I have two biggest advocacies that I really firm to have a standpoint. Like, first ko is I am fighting for women's rights talaga. Ever since kasi I was a victim of misogynistic society wherein I had to deal with the male entitlement na talagang I had to deal with cyberbullying, hatred against women. That's the time where I was running for the position in my student government election in Bulacan State University. So parang sobrang medyo naapektuhan din yung mental health ko because instead of focusing on my input and my service that I can give to the whole Bulacan State University community, they focus on what kind of woman I am because I had to face a lot of during my past, but I am so happy that I am able to surpass it, and that's why I am firm to fight for women's rights in the midst of an equal perception of society against us. And pangalawa ko naman, yung isa is because I have my brother who we knew was diagnosed by autism spectrum disorder. And yun, gusto ko siyang dalhin as an advocacy because I want to educate all of the families on how they're going to properly take care of this kind of condition, kasi not everyone would understand the condition of those like children, kasi hindi naman po lahat pasensyosa and considerate dun sa mga kalagayan ng iba. Like that's the reality of it. So siguro with this I want to make all of the people in our community and even including the families that if there are members of their family has their same condition, at least alam nila kung paano yung treatment na gagawin. Kasi like hindi lahat maiintindihan, lalo yung mga normal na tao, hindi nila maintindihan yung mga gawain na kumbaga medyo over the normal ways of living. And siguro dito mas mapapakita natin. Kasi parang for me, this is less prioritized throughout the years. So, it's time for us to cope up with this kind of conditions. And mas kailangan din kasi nilalo sa mga batang na nakakaranas ng ganito.
Tama. And Nika, syempre, nung Grand Santa Cruzan, from Veronica at ngayong national costume, sino ka at sino yung designer? Balitaan mo naman kami dyan.
Yeah. From Santa Veronica to Diwata ng Kalikasan.
Di ba?
Kasi I was representing the Halamanan Festival, which is originally from my hometown, Giginto, Bulacan. We are known as the garden capital of the Philippines. Sabi nga nila, nagdala siya ng sarili niyang hardin. So halata naman na surrounded ako by the plant.
Nika, pinost namin yan.
Ay, really?
Yung video na check mo.
Okay, I'll be sharing it.
Anong doon? Sino yan? Sino yun ang isa kong editor actually? Parang feeling ko favorite niya yan. Ayan.
Ang laki din kasi niya.
Ang laki niya actually. Alam ko mabigat yan. Hindi mo na kailangan sabihin sa amin kasi mabigat yan.
May layer siya, di ba? May
gulong siya.
May gulong.
Ayun, sino pa na yung designer?
That was made by the one and only, syempre, the pride of Bulacan, Mr. Marvin Garcia. And the suit, parang the dress or the modern Filipiniana that I'm wearing is made by the the bamboo, which is in courtesy of Singkaban Festival, the modern fiestas in Bulacan. Yes, so kumbaga yan, it's a representation, di ba, parang hindi siya natitinag. And it's a representation of a Filipino woman who can always stand up against the wind.
So, Miss
So,
Nika,
yun.
Miss Nika, hindi biro maging aspiring beauty queen. It involves everything like time, effort, and money. Paano mo hinahandle yung mga gantong challenges?
Well, to be honest, it's really not easy din talaga kasi every day we had to go through different challenges. It challenges not just physically, mentally, emotionally, socially kasi we had to, change our ways from the normal living we used to have. Like dati kung nakaka-hangout ako ng friends ko, sa friends ko pag isang tawag lang nila ngayon, I have to, to deprive myself on, I felt guilty when, kahit yung using too much social media nga lang eh. So parang we have to really compose ourselves that we are in a competition and we have the goal to, to achieve. And it's really not easy. And also financially kasi magastos siya talaga. Pero I know naman that these things will be worth it someday. Whatever happens kasi even though you couldn't be able to win the crown, pero syempre we're manifesting it. At least, di ba, we had the experience and of course, the sisterhood that we can still find sisters in each other's company.
Right.
So, hindi siya madali, pero alam ko naman na lahat ng paghihirap natin will be worth it in the end.
Nika, nung hindi pa kayo busy sa binibini, anong ginagawa mo? Sino ba si Nika pag walang binibini? Anong ginagawa niya?
Siguro ito pa din naman, like sabi nga nila, be yourself. Kasi it's not easy to pretend din na hindi ikaw yun eh. Lalo during the competition. Kasi it's 3 months, lalabas at lalabas talaga kung sino ko dun eh.
Tama.
Diba? So for me, it's still Nika pa din na talagang friendly ako kahit yung sa mga close ko na binibinis and yun yung pagkamadaldal. And siguro ako yung Nika din na sobrang, ako kasi I recently graduated and talagang na-focus ako dun sa studies ko. Na-focus ako sa career-oriented ako kasi I am the breadwinner of the family. I am the eldest among 3 children. And I have 2 brothers. So parang feel ko, hindi ko siya kino-consider as burden eh. It's my inspiration to, to give my family the best life that I could ever give to them.
Alright.
So yun, super studious and talagang career-oriented person.
So, ayan. Chirk, may tanong ka ba sa kanya?
So, Miss Nika, why should you be the next Binibining Pilipinas?
Oh, yeah. Throughout the process, I saw that winning a crown is hard. But for me, carrying this is much harder. It requires determination, consistency, and strength. And of course, bravery. And that's what I think I can offer to the organization. I'm consistent with my chosen path and brave enough to fight for what I think I believe in. And that's, for me, a Binibining Pilipina candidate should possess. That's why I deserve to be your Binibining Pilipinas 2020.
Oh, well said.
And Nika, at this time, kung sino yung gusto mong pasalamatan, yung mga supporters mo, eto na yon. Go ahead.
Ang dami.
Oo nga.
Ang dami.
Ang dami sa live mo. Ang dami.
Nanonood. Ayun na, may comment dito.
Nika, Bernardo, Binibining.
Sige, go.
Hello everyone. Sobrang thankful ako sa inyo. Like nga nang sinabi ko, it's really not easy to be a binibini. But because of your undying support, because of your consistent support to me since day one up until now, and alam kong mas bobongga pa yan sa coronation night from your inspirational messages every day, yun talaga yung nagpapalakas sa akin. That's why I've never been discouraged. Kasi I know that I have the best support system that I am proud of. And sana huwag kayong magsawa na supportahan ako. And sobra-sobra kong na-appreciate lahat talaga. Though pag nagpo-post ako, di ko man nare-replyan lahat. Pero lahat yan nakatatak sa isip, sa puso ko. And I know someday, may babalik ko din lahat. Even in simple ways, may babalik ko lahat ng paghihirap at suporta niyo sa akin.
Ayan. Nika, maraming salamat at good luck sa'yo. And see you on Saturday.
For this opportunity. See you.
Yes, thank you.
Ingat
Good
po.
luck.
God bless.
God bless.
Bye.
At sa muling pagbabalik ng Gising na! Makakausap na natin ang pangatlong binibining Binibini 16 na si Jeriza Uy ng Davao City. Pagkatapos lang ng ilang paalala.
We'll be back. katribo, muling nagbabalik ang ang gising na.
Ay, alam mo, ano pinagsasabi mong program dyan? Naliligaw ka yata naman eh. Ano ba? Anyway, syempre, welcome to Ganyan ang Buhay dito sa Gising na. Ayan, sorry po, nagkamali ako ng introduction kanina bago mag-break. Ang makakapanayan po muna natin ay si Ira Patricia ng, ano yun? Sorry, nawala tuloy ako bigla. I'm so sorry. Binibini Ira Patricia Malaluwa ng Quezon Province. Good morning!
Good morning, Miss Ira.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Ay,
Kumikinang.
tama. How shall I call you pala? Ira, Patricia, or what?
You can call me Ira po.
Ira. Ira siya. Okay, thank you. So, magpakilala ka naman, Ira, sa ating mga nanunood at nakikinig.
Hello, everyone. I am your Binibini number 19 from the land of thousand colors, Quezon Province.
Ayan. So, Ira, how are you naman after the press presentation and national costume presentation?
Doing great. Actually, I was just really happy about the result kasi knowing that I joined previous pageants before and knowing yung personality ko before talaga sobrang palaban. But now, siguro medyo nag-tone down, parang medyo nagkalma na lang ako and I just really you can see naman sa face ko na talagang nag-enjoy na lang ako sa journey na.
Kita-kita namin, ayan, yan yung press presentation. Diba? Ayan. And Ira, syempre, July 31st na yung coronation. I'm sure ready ka na or meron ka pa bang polishing. I don't know. But, ano yung gusto mong title?
Yes, I'm definitely ready for any title. Kasi before, I was just so sure what is really my target crown, and that is Miss Globe. But during the process, I realized that I can also fit for Miss International or Miss Intercontinental. But what I am really aiming for is to be the symbol of the organization. If you will just hear one of the lyrics of the Win a Heart, the bagong release ng Binibini, and nakinanta siya ng SB19.
Yes,
it's the perfect symbol. She needs to be the perfect symbol of her people. So I wanted to be that woman who will be the perfect symbol for my community and also for the organization, so that I can perfectly represent the Philippines in the international arena.
Okay, see.
So, Miss Ira, before joining this year's Binibining Pilipinas, sumali ka na ba sa ibang pageant competition or are you working?
Yes, definitely. Siguro 2019, yun yung pinaka-last ko na pageant, which is the Binibining Nugan 2019. When I just won first runner-up. And then after that, nagpahinga ako and I became a cabin crew of Philippine Airlines. And then, and then I got retrenched and then I became a customer service manager by a well-known politician, which is Sir Alan Peter Cayetano.
I see. Grabe naman pala itong credentials mo in fairness. So, from cabin crew, tapos ayan, customer service manager ka pala ngayon. Diba? Ang gara, no? Talaga itong babaeng ito. How to be you po?
Ayun. I'm just really happy about it. Kasi at an early age, talagang pinagkatiwalaan talaga ako. And yun, I was just happy and proud of it.
Yeah, we can see actually. It shows naman. Yun. So, can you tell us your chosen advocacy? Is it something that you can relate with or personal ba ito?
Yes, I'm a founder of an organization which is a Thousand Journey Project. This is a group of people who is always willing and eager to extend their love and support, especially to the children of the Cancer Warriors Foundation. It was also based in Batangas Province. And last December 2021, we've distributed 274 food packs to the homeless people around here in Metro Manila. Kasi knowing that it's pandemic and maraming nawalan ng trabaho, maraming na-bankrupt, and nakikita mo na maraming nasa kalye. And just giving that kind of meal for them, it gives them the kind of energy that they have a chance to live for their lives. And all you have to do is to believe in them. And while just distributing food packs for them, I also pray for them. Kasi I'm also a former campus missionary.
Grabe ka naman naman eh. Ano ba
Dami
naman?
achievements. Nakakatawa.
Ang tawag dito, multitasking ang binibining ito.
Oo.
Ang dami mo namang ginagawa. How to be po talaga. Ano mo yun? Ayun. And Ira, syempre, di ba, Grand Santa Cruz, nag-press presentation, at syempre, yung kakatapos lang na national costume. Pero bago yan, si John Fernandez, medyo sabi niya, laban Ate Ira. Yan. Ang press
John
ni
Mark
Ate
Fernandez.
Ira. Ayan, binasa ko na yung comment. Kailangan ko lang sabihin. Ayun, going back. So, balitaan or kwentuhan mo naman kami sa iyong costume at kung sino yung nag-design.
Ayun, national.
So for my national costume, it was designed by Jojo Alillo. He was also the former handler of our Miss International, I think 2018 or 2017, Miss Maria Tisa Manalo.
Oh, si Atisa.
Back when she's still competing for Binibining Yugyugan dati.
Yes. Aware ako doon.
Yes, and it is inspired from our Mount Banahaw. Mount Banahaw, if you all know, ito yung dinadayo talaga ng mga adventure seekers. Ito yung kinaklimb nila tuwing Holy Week. So I think this is a great time for me to showcase yung creativity ng Quezonian and ipakita na it is more than just being an agricultural province. But it all started, kasi ang Quezon province, it is also known as being a land of thousand colors. So I wear all white. So ibig sabihin, this is where all the colors started. It's white. So yun.
Ira, actually, nakapunta ako dyan sa Banahaw, nakapanig ako dyan. At yung costume mo umiilaw-ilaw yan I was there, nakita ko yan, nasaksihan ko yan. Ayun.
Bolang kristal. Bolang kristal.
Actually, yun nga yung, sorry pero yung sabi ko, may bolang kristal na umiilaw, yung isang binibini. Yun yung naisip, actually, hindi naisip namin, yung mga katabi ko dun sa harap or sa kaliwa. Basta ganun sabi, ay may bolang kristal. Yung sabi nila.
Yes.
Ayun.
And Mount Banahaw is also known as being the Vulcan de Agua or being the
True.
volcano. And I think it really fits my personality.
Right.
That maybe I am silent right now, but I will be an
Ang ganda,
active volcano sa coronation.
Ilaw na yun.
So wait for my eruption.
Yung pasabog. Yun, sa sabog. Yun.
So, Miss Ira, hindi biro ang maging aspiring beauty queen. It involves everything like time, effort, money. Paano mo hinahandle ang mga ganitong challenges?
Tama, umano.
Yes, it is really the mindset, and I always remind myself to always put boundaries, especially kapag we have rest days. I always have me time and have a devotion with God, kasi that's really important. You go back to yourself to reflect, to recharge, and then para sa next day or sa next week, you can embrace that kind of week with your whole self and putting your heart into whatever that you will do. Kasi as a beauty queen, joining a national pageant is kind of financially demanding. They say that pageants will gain your confidence, but not. You will lose a lot of confidence. So it is very important that you remind your identity and you remind yourself that why you started this journey, why you chose to open this door of opportunity. And through that, you will know that, you will remind yourself that, yes, I started this journey because this is my calling.
Right. And Ira, ayan, nabanggit mo na rin yung me time. So ano ba yung me time? Ano ba pinagkakaabalahan ni Ira kapag walang, nung hindi pa kayo grabe yung schedule nyo dyan sa Binibini? Anong ginagawa mo?
Okay, for my me time, sometimes I always treat myself like watching movie. Basta alone time, ako lang talaga. Kumakain ako ng sarili ko. Kahit na mag-isa lang ako sa isang restaurant. And yun yung talagang binavalue ko. Kasi every day, we tend to engage in our fans to each and every people. So it is very important that you have a talk with yourself na, how are you? Are you doing great? What can you say what happened about this week? And through that, parang you will remind yourself na, I was just so grateful that I am in this journey. And I was just really happy on all those people that I met. Kasi I tend to hear a lot of stories from them that I can also hear from them, so that I can also share to other people that needs that story.
Right. And Ira, I'm sure that's actually something that I can relate with you. Yung me time, yung solo.
Yes.
Minsan yung solo, yung manonood ka, o manonood movie.
Sabi nila malungkot daw yun, pero I'm just so happy.
Alam mo yun yung,
naman.
di ba?
Pag magkasama kasi ang gulo-gulo eh.
Exactly.
Tanong ng tanong.
Kaya nga me time me time, choice mo yan. If you want to be alone or with someone, alam mo yun, kasi yung parang, gusto ko muna ng tahimik. Something like that. Gusto ko muna makapag-isip, alam mo yun, yung sariling moment, di ba? Yun. Totoo nga, may nasasabi niya na, kabaliwan daw yung minsan na yung umaalis ka ng solo, hindi kaya. Ay, total naman, nag-cabin crew ka, di ba? Nakapag-travel ka ba ng solo?
Oh, yes, definitely. And I was just really happy na nakapag-travel ako ng solo kasi you cannot just appreciate the culture that the place that you're visiting to, but also you can also read books na parang you can just be yourself na, alam mo yun, basta with limitations pa din. So, yun. Yes.
So, Miss Ira, why should you be the next Binibining Pilipinas?
Tama, gusto ko yung tanong.
Yes. Kasi growing up, I came from a broken family and I've been in a place of questioning my own incompleteness and even my purpose and direction in life. But I tend to pick up those puzzles to be complete again by my advocacy, which is a Thousand Journey Project, which is I am also passionate and I really do love doing. And I can also connect with that into the organization so that I can also empower others. I can inspire others that those tests that we are experiencing in our lives, that will be a great testimony for others. And I think with that values and stories that I have, as I embark into this new journey to be the next Binibining Filipinas Queen, I would really love to have that kind of heart who is always willing to help and always enjoying my journey with my smile.
Diba? Ira, teka, ilang taong ka na pala?
23 years old.
Oh, di ba bata? So, pwede pa din, di ba? So, alam mo, ibig ko sa'yo na pwede pa din. Diba? Ayun. Ira, at this point, kung meron kang gustong pasalamatan, panawagan, or batiin, eto na yon, go ahead.
Yes, and first and foremost, I just want to thank my family for always supporting me, especially financially, for sponsoring all the transfers and foods. Because knowing that it's financially demanding, and my mom and dad is really supportive. Knowing that I came from a broken family, and was just really happy that I got to experience having two families in one stone. Especially this is my first national pageant, so it is really important for me. And yon, and also to my angels for always giving me that unconditional love. Kahit hindi pa kami nag-meet in person, talagang all out yung support nila. As in, kung makapag-comment sila, makapag-share. And I can never be this era without my fans, without these angels. And I always remind my angels that you guys are all my family. Love na love po kayo. And also, to our viewers, maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagtatnubay sa amin, and also for supporting each and every Binibini Pilipinas candidate. At sana wag kayo magsawa na, alam mo yun, witness kung sino ang magiging susunod na mga reyna na ngayong edisyon ng Binibining Pilipinas.
Ayan. Ira, actually, napakaganda ng sinabi mo, yung parents or yung pamilya mo isinusuportahan ka despite of, you know, the situation.
Yes, kasi knowing that I don't have any stylist, so makeup artist lang ako. And kapag hindi available yung makeup artist ko, ako lang talaga nag-makeup sa sarili ko at nag-style. So it's a one-woman take. So I was just really happy that I have my family behind.
Ayun. At tsaka, Ira, tama yan. Actually, alam ko yung mga cabin crew, tinuturuan niya mag-makeup sa sarili.
Yes. Actually, yung look ko ngayon, very cabin crew.
Oo, napansin ko nga yun, actually. Kasi the reason why I said that, kasi meron akong cousin na flight attendant, yan, cabin crew sa isang international airline na yan, tinuturuan silang mag-makeup at tsaka yung very strict sa uniform and discipline, yung mga yan, yung bawal malit, yung mga yan. I was able to know those things because of my cousin. So, ayan, kaya napansin ko ngayon sa'yo, inunahan mo lang ako, yung aura mo, yung pagkataas mo ng buhok, it's really, really cabin crew-like.
Yes, and also sa pagsasalita din siguro medyo kalma. So yun.
Bawal
Doon
kasi
siya
yan kasi
natutunan.
yun nga, it's customer service and you're facing,
Yes.
you know, the whole universe, different personalities and different, ano yun, United Nations, iba't ibang lahi. Yan, so, yan yun actually. Ay, na-curious lang ako, ano yung pahabulangan, sorry, na-curious lang ako, ano yung hindi mo makakalimutan yung experience ng cabin crew ka pa. Kasi marami ko na-interview talaga yung grabe yung experience nila.
Siguro for me, yung nagkaroon kami ng nag-overheat yung right-hand engine namin.
Oh my
So
God!
it was really challenging for me to always look na kalma lang, to always calm my passengers that everything is okay, we're trained for this, and you don't have to worry about it. Na, syempre nakikita yung mga passengers parang nagpapanik na, and you have to calm them. Parang smile pa rin, parang it's okay, you're reminded that I'm okay, pero sa loob-loob mo, you're just praying that,
Yes.
Lord, please guide us, and then sa utak mo din, dumadalay din kung ano yung mga procedures na dapat gawin during this kind of emergency. And I was just really happy about it kasi nakapag-land naman kami ng safe. Yun nga lang, nakapag-layover kami. But it's a great opportunity for us to explore Bacolod. Kasi sa Bacolod siya.
Sa Bacolod.
okay.
Kailan to?
Yes.
Anong taon to? Matagal na ba to?
That was 2019.
Okay.
Ay, recently lang. Ano ba to? Parang 2 years or 2,
Yes.
3
And
years.
nakikita nyo naman, sobrang gagaling din ng piloto din talaga ng
Oo. Agree ako dyan. Yung mga
when it comes
Pinoy.
to landing, talagang
Oo.
smooth talaga.
Totoo yan. Ayan, bilang nasabi mo yan kasi, ayan nga, inspiring story tayo dito sa ganyan ng buhay. Oo, believe ako sa piloto talaga na pag Pinoy ang piloto. Alam mo yun, many times ako sumakay ng, you know, yung local airlines natin, yung, hindi lang yung airline mo, yung lahat ng airline na yan, actually, gusto ko yung pag bumaba, hindi ko nararamdaman yung wheels, yung gulong, wala yung bag. Paano nila ginagawa yun? Tapos, nakasakay ako ng ibang airline, yung international airline. So, ayun, as in, iba talaga yung Pinoy. And,
Yes, kasi talagang hard talaga yung training ng mga piloto namin. And yun pala, second pala, first lang yun, meron pa akong second best experience.
okay,
Is,
sige pahabol.
parang yung I am doing my thing during sa galley namin. Galley is the kitchen.
Yeah, I know that.
Our aircraft. Yes, sa aircraft namin. And then yung isang passenger, she's a Chinese passenger. And then, nag-seizure siya. So, bigla na lang siya pumatak. So, kapag gano'n, parang dapat alert ka. Buti na lang nahawakan ko agad yung head niya para at least hindi siya bagok. And then, talagang siniksik ko lang siya ng mga pillows and then mga seat fans talaga. Kasi kapag seizure, akala natin is lalagyan natin ng kutsara sa bibig. It is not. Parang hayaan mo lang siya and then
So, may epilepsy
magiging
siya.
okay din yan.
May epileptic siya.
Ayun. And Irat, maraming salamat sa iyong oras at nagpaganda ka pa talaga ngayong umaga. At syempre, gumising ka na maaga para sa aming show.
Thank you.
Good luck and see you on Saturday.
Okay.
Yes. See
Yeah.
you.
Bye.
At syempre, maraming salamat sa Binibining Pilipinas Charities Incorporated or BPCI, kay Ray Leroy, and Araneta Group of Companies PR Team, and Araneta City, the city of First! Ayan. At sa muling pagbabalik ng Omnimedia program,
Gising na.
the spotlight will be on for celebrity makeup artist Roy Santos, who will share his journey of reaching the stars. Stay tuned because that's coming right up next after these reminders. Nagbabalik ang Gising na, and welcome to Spotlight. Kasama niyo pa rin syempre ang aking kagandahan. Ako si Kim Sanchez syempre. And now, Venice has joined us. Me.
Sup mga katribu, I'm Venice Bautista and the Lifestyle team is back
Yes.
to brighten up your mornings with the hottest scoops in fashion, arts, culture, entertainment,
Right.
sports, and anything that makes you feel good.
Yan, gusto ko yan. So, how are you naman? Na-miss mo ba ako?
Of course!
Oo, na-miss din naman kita yung ating mga yung tandem,
Yes,
di ba? Hindi na
oo.
sa mga show na yan.
I missed you guys too kasi busy
Yes.
ako sa mga events
Ay, oo.
and shoots.
Sino-
Para syempre dito sa Spotlight, di ba?
Parang ako din, hindi busy, di ba? Lahat naman tayo, eh. No?
Oo.
We're not complaining, we love our job. It's just,
Yes.
we're enjoying it, we're loving it. So, alam mo yun, so, enjoy it.
Yes, pero kaya nga talagang mukhang enjoy na enjoy ka nga dyan sa Yeah.
Actually, minsan kahit walang tulugan, para ako si Kuya Germs, enjoy na enjoy ang lola mo, actually.
Exactly. So today, for this episode naman, taking a break from the events and the shoots, we will be having our guest for today. He is a California-based makeup celebrity artist.
Ay,
Yeah.
that's right.
So he has worked with Maria Isabel Lopez,
Oh.
Rufa May Quinto, Jinky Pacquiao, Donita Rose, Sherry Hill, to name a few.
Wow.
Diba? Nakaka-curious, kaya wag natin patagalin pa. And let's meet our guest for today. So please welcome the celebrity makeup artist, Roy Santos. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, kamusta po? Good morning, Philippines. Good afternoon, United States.
So you're in California at the moment?
Yes, I am in San Mateo, California po.
Ayan.
Malapit din sa San Francisco.
Okay. So Pacific time.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Grabe, you look so beautiful.
Kailangan, ano ba?
Prepared.
Ayan, so kwentuhan mo naman kami, like, how did you get into makeup? Have you always been into it? O kaya kailan mo sinimulan talaga yung career mo dito? Yeah.
Sounds good. So, I started the love for makeup is nabully ako kasi nung high school. Sobrang dami ko kasing tigyawat.
Oh my
Talaga,
God.
I know, so wala talaga akong confidence, ni ayoko mag-make dati. Talagang sobrang mahiyain ako. Tapos, I was introduced to the world of makeup. Kasi parang talagang nabubuli na ako. Parang sabi ko, nako, paano kaya to? So, I was introduced to makeup and I saw how powerful it is. Nakita ko yung difference nung nagpuput na ako ng foundation, tas concealer. Parang it brought me back like the confidence that I thought I never had. Parang talagang, parang hindi na ako naging mahihain. I felt good about myself. Yung parang hindi na ako masyadong self-conscious.
Right.
Tapos ang nangyari is, yung mama at ate ko, talagang they're so nice enough to be the first guinea pig na sila talagang nagtsaga sa akin na mag-practice. Nung teenager pa ako, kasi syempre, nung time na yun, parang gusto ko mag-practice. Kasi iba pag ginagawa mo yung makeup sa sarili mo. Pero if you wanted to be called a professional makeup artist, you have to be able to make sure na magpa-practice ka sa ibang tao. Kasi iba-iba yung hulma ng mukha ng tao.
Right.
So I was fortunate enough that my mom and my sister were my guinea pigs. Tapos I got better and better. Tapos I was hired at Sephora, which is a big makeup company.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I worked there for 5 years.
Wow.
So, mag-freelance makeup artist na. Pero I was very thankful sa Sephora kasi doon nahasa yung skills ko when it comes to makeup. Kasi I was exposed to different kind of nationality, different kind of personality. Kasi as a makeup artist, for me, dapat prepared ka sa lahat eh. Dapat you are very confident kasi dapat they trust you. So, dapat prepared ka sa lahat ng mga given situation. Kailangan parang pag may ihinain sa'yo, push lang, go lang ng go. Kasi lakasan lang ng loob eh. To be a makeup artist, I know there's a lot of hard work put in, pero talagang practice lang talaga ng practice. Kasi for me, I got better because hindi ako sumuko.
Ayun.
Yeah.
So, ayan, since hindi ka sumuko, yung question ko actually has something to do with that. And you actually mentioned it earlier. So, has your cystic acne been addressed na ba? So, tell us about your journey of healing.
Sobra. So before, I'm gonna show you guys my picture before.
Oo nga.
Wow, talagang hindi talaga, parang alam mo yun, talagang sobrang mahiyaan ako. Kasi growing up, I looked like this. So talagang it played a huge role on my self-confidence. Kasi talagang like what I mentioned before, sobrang mahiyaan. Kasi talagang pinagtatawanan ako, nabubuli ako. Alam mo yun, pero like it made me a stronger person.
Yes.
So parang, alam mo yun, parang growing up, since na-introduce na sa akin yung makeup, I made sure na I take care of my skin too. Parang I educated myself. I done a lot of research in the internet about skincare. Kasi for me, makeup and skincare are a good duo. You have to take care of both. Parang syempre, parang to look flawless, you have to make sure you use the right of skincare.
Yeah, products.
I have to do a lot of trial and errors throughout my life to know kung anong babagay sa akin. Kasi pag nakakakita tayo ng, ay, ang ganda naman nito, gusto kong gamitin yung sabon.
Yes.
Pero that doesn't mean na it will work for me.
Yes.
Parang you have to try it yourself na parang hindi dahil swak sa akin, swak sa iba. Ayun ang sinasabi ko kasi parang hindi lahat ng hiyang sa akin magiging hiyang sa'yo.
Correct.
So,
Tama
try
naman.
for yourself. Now, you really have to try it for yourself para makita mo. Kasi parang you never know until you try. So speaking about skin, parang ang dami ko kasing parang talaga in-educate ko yung sarili ko. Kasi parang ako nung mabuli, so sabi ko, I'm gonna believe na parang mag-research. So I found out that there's a lot of spectrum when it comes to skin na hindi lang kilamos, pero yung parang kinakain mo. Kasi as a Filipino, here parang fatty foods tayo, parang I have to cut back in moderation yung mga mantika or even dairy. Kasi parang I've noticed na the more I eat healthy, the more my skin looks good. Parang yung sabi nga ng tao na parang you are what you eat. Kung ano yung mga pinapasok mo sa katawan mo, it will radiate back
Right.
sa
Exactly.
pag-ano mo, diba? Kaya it's really important talaga. I can't stress enough to say to people na parang if you really want to have flawless skin, first you have to make sure you use the right product. Second, you have to take care of your skin kasi hindi naman magic yan eh. It takes a lot of time. Makeup and skincare, hindi magic na parang just like that, flawless ka. Parang it's a lot of effort for you to have a nice skin, talagang getting a facial, like every month, lalo na nakamas tayo ngayon. Parang na
Nakaka-pimple yung mask.
Yeah.
Sobra. Kaya parang it's really important for me. I'm very grateful na I'm part of a skincare family here sa States. They're called Skincare Clinic. So I do my facials there and I've done laser. Kasi for me, besides na I got pimples, may mga naiwan na texture eh. So makeup, parang sinasabi ko sa tao, parang mahirap takpan ng texture, yung mga bako-bako. Kasi talaga makikita at makikita.
Agree.
Makikita yung makeup. So it's really important na parang you take your time to save your money and like make sure na parang you do facial. At the same time, you do like laser. Kasi if you do all of that, like eating right, using the right skincare, making sure you go to a reputable skincare clinic, it will make a huge difference. Parang you will feel better about yourself and lagi ka lang good mood. And for me, kaya ko nga sinishare itong mga story ko about my pimples and everything, I want people to come up to me and be like, you know what, Roy, because of you, I didn't give up.
That's so nice.
Very beautiful.
Yeah. So talaga there's a lot of discipline going on, especially about taking care of yourself and with the saving of the money para makuha mo yung right treatment. Yeah, so we know that makeup became your safety blanket, no, amidst the tumultuous teenage years. So, pero what is it about makeup that really invited you the most na maging, to the point na talagang career na siya?
And you excel in that field.
Yeah.
Ito first time ever na I would tell to the whole world that before a makeup artist, I was actually a pharmacy technician. I was a licensed pharmacy technician. A lot of people don't know that.
Yes.
We're exclusive dito, na parang, when I graduated high school, I enrolled to be a pharmacy technician. Yung parang sa Mercury Drugs na parang nag-aano pa ng mga gamot. And I really spent 2 years of that, not really happy. Parang may kulang eh. Parang feeling ko, sabi ko, parang, I go to work, hindi ako masaya. Parang, ano ba yung kulang? Tapos, naalala ko pa yung yung makeup na parang, ay, sobrang saya. So I enrolled myself to a cosmetology school here in San Mateo, and the rest is history because I felt like, like with makeup, talagang sobrang powerful niya.
I see.
And ayan, it is nga kasi it really skyrocketed your career, 'di ba? And
Tsaka yung sa makeup kasi parang, di ba, parang the way after the outcome ng mga tao, kunyari, after I've done someone and you see how good they look, priceless yung moment na minsan iiyak sila. Minsan na sinasabi nila sa'yo na, Roy, I never looked this good.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Ayun yung mga moment na parang naiiyak ka rin. Parang kasi
Yes.
you make impact na parang for me as a makeup artist, I always want to have my client feel empowered and beautiful after the makeup session.
Yan.
just like how you do,
Best.
like when you first started, experimenting with makeup.
Yes, I can see that. And you know what, let me just say this. Kasi based from his story, you can see naman, you can sense yung attitude niya kasi.
Yes.
He's motivated.
Exactly.
He has the discipline. So, ayan yun. So, ayan. And speaking of that, can you tell us what was your big break?
Ooh, my big break definitely is meeting Rufa May Quinto. I will always be forever grateful for her. Siya yung unang-unang celebrity na I met in Sephora, and then she gave me like a chance to do her makeup. Tapos nagtuloy na parang because of her, parang I met a lot of amazing people. And then I met the famous Vincent Barry. He is an amazing photographer na who shot a lot of my magazine cover like Jinky Pacquiao. I felt honored na parang to do her makeup. And then like si Donita Rose.
Yes.
Ganda.
Yeah, and
beautiful.
Sa mga sila Maria Isabel, parang
binibining Pilipinas yan.
I consider that as a break kasi not everyone will get that opportunity. And when it was handed to me, parang I felt so honored, I felt so humbled. And then my greatest achievement after that is being a #1 makeup artist here in San Francisco.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Congratulations.
Yeah, talagang proud Pinoy kasi first time na masungkit ng Pinoy here in the United States to be the top one and to be the best makeup artist. And I was voted online, and kaya so thankful ako sa mga taong naniwala sa akin, sa mga kakayahan ko. Talagang nakaka-proud kasi talagang kahit, like I'm #1, that doesn't mean I have to stop. As a makeup artist, I have to continuously evolve. Kasi for me, I have to challenge myself. Na parang hindi ako titigil kasi this is what I love. This is my passion. This is my career. This is not a job for me. This is a career. This is what I see and I want to leave a fine print from people na, parang, oh, he's very professional. Talagang sobrang galing niya. Parang he gives it his all. And talagang sobrang thankful ako.
Grabe, sobrang kitang-kita sa bakas ng mukha niya, yung pagka-happy, yung kilig. Diba? And it's just nakakatawa kasi talagang yung hard work nag-pay off for Roy Santos talaga. So, yeah, we're curious, like, what was the transition like becoming a top Filipino glam artist, diba? From, na-meet mo lang si Rufa May, tas biglang maya-maya, talagang yun na. Like,
Sunod-sunod na.
was it, like, nabigla ka ba? Like, were you confident enough to handle all these big personalities? Yung ganon.
Well, I've always wanted to support my heritage, and it naturally fell in my lap, and I evolved.
Yeah.
Because I use makeup as a tool to create and connect and spread love and inspiration to everyone out there. Kasi parang feeling ko, parang I need to stay humble, and I feel like I need to keep my feet on the ground regardless kung ano pa yung mga narating ko. Kasi for me, talagang kailangan talaga humble ka, kailangan marunong ka lumingon sa likod mo and everything, and huwag lalaki ang ulo. Ayun laging sinasabi sa akin ni Miss Bunny Paras and Donita Rose na huwag lalaki ang ulo.
Totoo.
Talagang dapat God is always the center of everything.
Yes.
And talagang dapat appreciative ka. And dapat talagang mahalin mo yung profession mo. Kasi there's so much makeup artists out there, kaya sobrang saludo ako sa kanila kasi hindi basta-basta yung profession namin. We take a lot of effort, we take a lot of practice. Talagang sobrang saludo ko sa kanila kasi medyo challenging ang maging makeup artist kasi you have to make sure na parang ready ka sa lahat ng situation. Kasi lalo na ngayon, social media is so powerful na laging iba yung trend. Laging
Yes,
iba yung
totoo.
parang bago ulit. So as a makeup artist, kailangan mo dapat up-to-date ka sa lahat. Kasi you have to make sure that you bring something fresh on the table para you won't feel stagnant or you won't feel like, ay, ito na naman. Yung parang ganun ba?
Exactly. Tsaka I like your attitude
Attitude.
about yung work ethics. No?
Yes.
Like, he never stops evolving. He never stops studying, researching. Talagang kailangan he evolves with the trends, with the time, and he's just really persevering for his clients, diba?
Right.
Ayan.
And Roy, I just wanna read this. May nag-comment kasi si Teresa. Sabi na, I'm so proud of you. I'm sure my mom is 100 times proud of you. Can I share this?
Yeah. Pero nakakaiyak naman.
Oh my God!
Huwag ka munang umiyak, pero bago ka umiyak,
May makeup.
Spotlight will take a short break. Pagkatapos ng commercial, doon ka na umiyak.
Ayan, welcome back to Spotlight, everybody. So we are still with Roy Santos to get to know him and his journey to being a well-sought celebrity makeup artist. Ayan, Roy, I'm curious as to what's your signature makeup look. Ano bang signature look ni Roy Santos?
Yung malalaman namin, ay, kay Roy yan.
Oo.
Like that.
I have two. So first is your traditional glamour makeup, so which consists of like eyeshadow, smoky eyes, like highlight, contour, like lipstick. You know, that's your tradition. I think that's what was instilled in me nung una ako nagme-makeup. Nung parang nagpa-practice ako na parang pageant makeup, you know, parang pretty makeup, yung mga ganon. And then the second one, which I'm really proud of, because it's in the other side of the spectrum of the makeup, is I also do special effects makeup artists.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I like this one. I like as you see, it took me 4 hours to do this. It's very intricate because nakapikit ako niyan ha. Tapos I painted everything. So yeah, that one's really good. This is one of my favorite talagang piece of work. Okay, because it shows my like creativity. Because as a makeup artist, I've always wanted to like bring something fresh, like what I mentioned earlier, and like this, of course, kids, and then this is my mom. She's so cute on pandemic. Tried her to be an anime.
I love the hair. Is that a hair, blue?
Ni Mama, kasi parang she sat there. Kasi ang special effects makeup, a lot of people don't know, it takes a lot of hours. Like, it looks good, but there's a lot of, it took me 2 hours to do my mom. Because napaka-intricate niya like that.
I love that.
That took me 4 hours,
Oh my God!
Pero parang after nung nakikita mo, when you see your final results, that when you be like, oh my God, that looks so good. Parang siyempre nakaka-proud ka na parang, parang as a makeup artist, when you do something like that. Kasi nowadays, a lot of people don't do a lot of special effects. Parang nakikita ko lang yung mga puro glamour, beauty makeup. There's only a few that practices special effects, because as a makeup artist, for me, we have to be versatile. We have to make sure that, you're good at different, aspect of makeup. Kasi makeup is so big. There's not just one fit of makeup. For me, I've always tried my best because I wanted to get known as the jack of all trades. Na parang pag subok ako sa special effects, carry yan. Pag subok ako sa glamour, kaya. Kasi parang alam mo yun, parang hindi ka mamimili. Sa makeup artist, parang for me, kailangan lahat ng job na ihain sa akin, you will make sure that you execute it perfectly.
Roy, you know what? Yung makeup mo kanina na green, it reminds me of a musical. You know, Wicked, the green?
Oh, yeah.
They greenify you, the alpha ba? I know that. And Roy, may I know if you fly out to the Philippines for work?
Well, because of COVID, like I haven't gotten the chance to do it. But honestly, though, now everything's opening up. I am more than happy and honored to go back to the Philippines to be able to widen the celebrities that I've done.
Right.
Na parang sobrang open ako kasi as a makeup artist, dapat open ka sa lahat eh. Whether they're gonna be celebrities, normal people, like news anchor, you know, kasi parang lahat dapat hindi ka mapili eh. Lahat ng inaano na job mo, dapat, oh my God, I'm gonna give it my all. Na hindi dahil celebrity lang siya, I'm gonna give it 100%. Whether they're a celebrity or not, you have to make sure that you give it 1,000% at all times. That's what I always tell myself.
All right.
That's so, talaga, perfect for any working person, diba? Kasi sometimes we can get a little bit picky and may pagka-attitude sa work. But with Roy's mantra, talagang consistent siya eh. And that's so good to hear with the work ethics that, we have now. Yeah. So, what part of your job satisfies you the most?
Ay, gusto ko yung
I would say the huge impact that I make to my client after every consultation or after the makeup session. Kasi parang yung trust nila, parang they trust you so much after they've seen the outcome of what you've done. Ay, pinaka-satisfying sa akin na parang walang kayong bayaran yung moment na pag nakikita mo yung client na sobrang proud sa ginawa mo. Parang for me, ayun yung pinaka greatest moment for me as a makeup artist na parang to see that priceless moment kasi you would play back in your mind na parang ay nga pala nakita ko yung kinasal dati na parang sobrang na-touch sa akin kasi talagang nagandahan siya sa gawa ko. Yung talagang, kasi for me, my mantra is like what I mentioned before, to make everyone feel empowered and amazing after the session. Kasi that's what they hired you. They hired you to make sure that they look at their best. Kasi lalo na kapag kakasal sila, kaya nga sila nag-hire na makeup artist kasi that's one less worry. Lalo na sa commercial sa mga artista, kailangan perfect kasi that's one less worry for them to think about. Kasi there's so much in their plate. That's why as a makeup artist, we have to make sure that we are here, we're prepared, with any given situation. Talagang kailangan prepared ka sa lahat na parang, kung tahimik yung client mo or kung madaldal. Kasi parang kailangan chameleon ka eh. Kailangan make sure na parang, parang cowboy ka na parang easily adapted ka kasi sa mga situation kasi that's what Filipino values that I really preserve that my parents taught me is to be respectful for everyone and their culture. Talagang they instilled in me growing up na kailangan talaga respectful ka sa lahat ng tao. Kasi as Pinoy, parang we're so humble and we're so talagang we always see the best in people.
Yes.
And that's the greatest value that my parents taught me growing up. Kasi I can use that in my daily life, not with just makeup. Kasi with the things that I'm telling you guys can apply this to your daily life too. Be confident, make sure that you give it your all. Lalo na after ng pandemic, nothing in life is certain. So you have to make sure that you